welcome to the TCM Classic Film Festival. Your first time with us at this festival.
Vodka.
Don't lie to the people. Is mine vodka too? Wait a minute. All right, so maybe we can start by talking about how you got into enjoying classic films.
Well, I used to get babysat by what we would call the elders, and they controlled the television. So basically, it was a lot of Barnaby Jones, Ironside, things like that. Price is Right. Let's Make a Deal. Shout out Monty Hall. But there were these classic movies. First off, there was West Side Story, great movie. Mm-hmm. I got into a lot of Danny Kaye, if anybody remembers Danny Kaye.
Yes.
Of course, Gene Kelly, the GOAT. And there was this movie, Sunset Boulevard. And off top, it reminded me of Carol Burnett's character that she used to do. And what can I say? Gloria Swanson's performance in this, I have a feeling that she was pretty mortified by this script when she got it. But in the words of Urban Youth, she killed that shit.
You're Norma Desmond. Used to be in silent pictures, used to be big.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small.
She sure did. She sure did. It also has this really wonderful noir quality to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Not knowing that the film is basically narrated by a dead man. Did I give that away? I'm so sorry. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But you really feel for this character. All the cringy moments, you feel so sorry for this lady, but it's hard to feel sorry for someone that finds it hard to really deal with reality or the reality of their situation. To be stuck in a time is sad but beautiful in the same breath.
Yeah. I'm curious about the interactions you have had with people, older folks in the industry. Like, do you find that people have a hard time letting go of their former prominence?
Well, I've met people like Stevie Wonder, who was great. Very deep, down-to-earth brother. I actually helped Harry Belafonte with his overhead baggage.
What a noble thing to do. That's an honor.
Indeed, that's what I told him too. It's an honor to take your baggage out of the overhead bin, sir.
Yes.
Sir. Yeah, so I think us, the generation I came up with, the elders are very revered, and we always pay homage to them, whether it be in performance or in person.
Yeah, very important, very important. I want to ask you, this might seem like a weird question, but just bear with me. Norma Desmond has a hard time keeping up with the times.
Right.
And you have managed to...
No, she doesn't. Are you kidding me? She's big. It's the pictures that got small.
Yes! Yes! That's right.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a silent film. I'm trying to,
I already know, yes.
But she becomes rather oblivious to the way the world has changed around her for reasons that we understand.
Until it all unravels at the end.
Yes. You have been in this industry for a long time, and you have evolved with the times.
So. Yeah, I would think so.
So I'm just curious about what are the ways that you have found to be resilient, to transition, to learn new things as you grow as an artist?
Being honest with myself, staying grounded enough that I could smell my own BS. Family, definitely family. They keep things in a perspective for me, and just my own inner drive. I was born with that, just always wanting to challenge myself. And because the accomplishment, when you actually accomplish that goal that you set for yourself, it's a short celebration, but then it's like, what's next? And I've always been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we just had the great experience of taping some stuff for Juneteenth, so be sure to tune in.
Nice.
On Juneteenth. We were talking about some really wonderful classic films, The Wiz, which we
Wiz,
showed here
yeah.
last night, and Crush Groove,
Crush Groove.
and Superfly.
Superfly. I don't know about that one, but yes, Superfly.
And I asked you what were your favorite movie soundtracks, and I was a little surprised by your answer.
Saturday Night Fever. Hold on. This is where my card gets a little tampered with right here. And Grease.
It's fabulous.
Thank you.
This is your crowd.
Thank you. Grease is the word.
You might need to re-record that.
You know? Dig, dig, dig. Yes.
So I want to ask you one last thing.
Yeah.
In your words, in your point of view, why is it important to watch older films? Why is it important to preserve these classic films?
Well, I mean, you can watch some of these classic performances and take a lot of notes, for one. You can also see how the people before us, like their technique and how they approach the scene, and not just that, just the writing. And what really blew my mind was a lot of the stuff that happened in these films is things that are still happening today. And I didn't know that they had swagger back then. I didn't know my grandmother and grandfather had swag. Are you kidding me? But they had a lot of swagger, you know? And you were allowed to slap back then. They were really slapping like am I lying here? Like, yeah.
a lot of
Even
slapping.
Ronald Reagan got one off.
Well, for that alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it really just means a lot to hear you talk about your love for these films and to be present here with us as
Yes.
classic movie fans. It just shows that what we might think a classic movie fan looks like
You
is
never
much
know.
more diverse
Yes,
than
sir.
we might imagine.
Absolutely.
So, thank you, Cliff, for being here.
No worries. Thanks for
and
having
enjoy
me.
the film.
Enjoy the film.